Here we are, end of the season, national champions, USF. Let's go. Undefeated at that. We did it, y'all. It was a long, stressful year. Had some ups and downs, but it was all worth it because we came through with a great performance in a national championship game. Almost blew it there at the end, but we were able to come through. If you want, there should be a card at the top, and at the end of the video, I will link you back to the national championship game so you can stick around for that. But yeah, we did it, y'all. So there's no games this week, no recruiting this week. It's off season at this point, so I'm gonna just go over the game for those of y'all who didn't see it, and for everybody who did see it, we'll go over that, check out some stats, and then see who won the awards. And then I'll probably do an off season this episode and save the preseason for the next episode. So we'll see how far we get. But with that out the way, let's jump right into this game review. Yeah, as you see, we were pitching a shutout all the way up until the fourth quarter where they came back with 14 crazy points. That fumble recovery with 2 minutes left was wild. For a second, I thought it might be over, but I knew our boys was here. I knew they were better than that they would show up and give us something big. And then at halftime, right before halftime, Bowman's interception, 40 yards, that was probably the play of the game. That was the play of the game for us. That sealed the deal for us, and I knew we were gonna win after that. But that fumble recovery did have me a little shaky. Players of the game, Jay Smalls and Kelly Joyner. Smalls with 10 tackles. He was all over the field. I kind of do remember him making some big plays for them, and he was definitely a problem that we had to scheme around. Joyner did most of his work in that last drive of the game. We'll take it. Jordan Smith had a game manager's game because he didn't really do nothing crazy passing wise. He threw that one pick inside of the red zone. Pissed me off still to this day. I don't know why I threw that pass, but it is what it is. He only had 4 incompletions though, so that's what's up. And then Jordan also had 76 rushing yards that we needed every single one of them. Kelly, as you know, had the big game, 117 yards. Outside of not the conference championship game, but the week before that, I think that was his first 100-yard game in a minute, and we needed it. We said we wanted 50 yards from him, and he doubled up on us. Receiving wise, he was also our leading receiver. You know we love throwing screens. And Latrell, he came through. His last game as a USF Bull, 2 catches for 62 yards. We thought McDoom or Dollison would have the big game, but it looks like Williams, as far as our receivers go, had it. And then we get Carter for another year. So that's what's up. Him and Joyner coming back next year, so we're loving all of that. Offensive line, you know they're trash. And then defensively, nothing really stood out. Boyles had a sack, Bowman had a pick. That was about it for us. But yeah, that was the recap. I'm not even gonna go into LSU. Who cares? If we play them next year, we play them next year. I'll probably schedule our second game against them, non-conference game, because we like to get a warm-up game in. So I'll go spend these 2 head coaching upgrades. For the upgrades, I'm going to go into letter of intent because we have quite a few people left that we want to sign. So I'll probably, max it out. That looks about right. Plus 5,000 and a 20% chance to steal a prospect from their top school. I like that a lot. Now what we all been waiting for. Let's see who won these Heisman's, All-Americans, and then the end of the year awards. So it's looking like the Heisman Trophy winner is Breece Hall out of Iowa State, who we thought we were going to be playing in the national championship game, but somehow they got screwed out of it. Probably better for us because I think Iowa State has a lot of hitters. As you can see, this dude's 99 overall. As far as the All-Americans go, I think we have a couple of players. Yeah, of course, Jason Vaughn. You already knew he was going to be All-American. And I'm giving it away, but he won the Nagurski and the Lombardi this year. 19 sacks in back-to-back years. He upped his tackles, 2 forced fumbles. You knew he had to be an All-American. What surprised me was these 2 guys. But then I looked at their stats and 8 sacks. That's not bad at all. 29 tackles, 8 sacks. Respectable for a D tackle. And Yates was a preseason All-American coming into the season. Also, 8 sacks. And then you already knew Ben Knox was going to be an All-American. He's been killing it all year for us. Maybe our defensive player of the year between him and Vaughn, I don't know, but we'll get to that later on. 9 big picks, 35 tackles, and giving it away again. He won the Benerick Award. Shouts to him. I wanted him to win the Thorpe. I don't know how he lost out on the Thorpe, but we'll see who won the Thorpe. And he's only a freshman, so we have him for another 3 years. He'll definitely be a 99 overall by the time he leaves USF. And then the Quan Evans, the guy who at the start of the season was playing cornerback for us, and we moved him over to strong safety because we needed another guy. Ends up being a first-team All-American? That's crazy, y'all. Crazy. But we love it. He came up with some big time picks. I know one of his interceptions was a game winner, I believe. And then the other one was right at the half as the team was about to score on us. So he only had 2, but they were 2 crucial interceptions. And then he had a sack. So he had a monster year. He's only a sophomore. We got him for another 2 more years. Second team All-Americans, I don't know how. We have a tackle, a center, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? They're both not going to be here next year, and they're both trash. And then Greer, he's a preseason first team All-American, but second team's not bad. It's definitely very respectable. And then Bowman's also second team All-American, which that's big. You've seen the type of plays that he made for us. 6 interceptions and 1 touchdown, and that touchdown was in a national championship game before the half. His biggest pick of the year. Sophomore, we got him for 2 more years. We'll take it. Freshman All-Americans, we got a couple. Of course, you knew Jordan Smith was going to be on this list. Omarion, another one you knew was going to be on the list. McBride, surprisingly, he made the list, and he's a true freshman at that. Of course, he gave up 6 sacks and had 1 pancake. I don't know how he made this list. We'll take it though. And Knox had to be on this list. Can't be a first team All-American and not be on the list. As far as our conference All-Americans go, Kelly made the list. Of course, you knew if they made the first or second team All-American, they're definitely going to make the conference. Second teams, the rest of our offensive line, surprisingly. How? No clue. But I mean, we'll take it. Crazy. Literally the rest of the offensive line, second team All-Conference. And then Kirby, he made it surprisingly. I didn't know Kirby was balling like that. I know last season he had a great season, but apparently this season he was right there too. 4 sacks, a forced fumble. It's not bad. I mean, when you compare it to Vaughn, of course, he pales in comparison, but in his own right, standalone, it was a decent season. I can see how he can make second team. Boyle's second team, and he's not a young boy, but this is his first year with the team, so he's my young boy. Travis Taylor, that was a player who, if you watch the season, I played with mostly on defense. He's all conference. Second team, but he made it. That's what's up. We'll take it. I'm gonna check on these awards, then we'll do our stats. As y'all already know, I gave it away earlier. Ben Knox won the Bednarik. Vaughn was number 5 on the list. Vaughn did get the Nagurski, of course, easily the best defensive lineman in the nation, which is why he got the Lombardi. And there was no doubt about it, he was getting the Lombardi. And that closest had 11 sacks. This is Vaughn's award. He'll probably win it again next year, unless we start somebody else. But I mean, how can you not start a back-to-back trophy winner? In real life, I would be surprised if he doesn't go pro. But it's a game, and he's only 82 overall, so we'll see what happens. And then the Thorpe, Indiana's Juan Mullen. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Stop destroying it. Somehow beat out Knox. He had 8 picks and a touchdown, so I guess I could kind of see it, but Knox was right there. It had to be the assisted tackles and the tackles for loss. He had more assisted tackles. Knox, I think, had more tackles for loss. Yeah, Knox had more tackles for loss. I don't know how he lost out on this award. I need to write y'all local congressman down there. No way why Knox should have lost this award. Let's be honest. I mean, the pass deflections, but really? Fumble recoveries? I don't know. It is what it is. Let's go check out these stats. So the stats, Jordan Smith was only 98th in the nation. He was top 100. That's not bad. And we did switch him in a couple of games into the season. So I would say he would have at least 1,000 more yards, at least. Rushing wise, Jordan's only number 60 after being in the top 5 early on in the season. But I mean, look at these guys in the top 5. 1,900. Brees, the Heisman Trophy winner, with 1,755. These are definitely run first, second, and last teams. So 1130 is respectable. We'll take that. Receiving wise, we had a bad year for our receivers. Latrell was 119 at 674 yards. He's still our leading receiver apparently, but he won't be getting offensive player of the year. I don't see that happening. Tackles, Greer actually was tied for 5th. Wow, 51. Respectable. I can see why he made second team All-American. Okay. And then Vaughn killed it again, led the nation in sacks with 19. But let's look a little bit deeper into these stats. As far as Smith goes, I mean, surprisingly, I thought he should have more touchdowns than that. McLeod has 7, and you only have 12. It was his freshman season, so we'll give him that. 89. He's literally 10 points higher. We should be starting McLeod, but it is what it is. I like the freshman. Rushing wise, Kelly had 15 touchdowns. I bet that's tops in the nation. Felix came through 4, and then Smith had 6 on 500 rushing yards. It's not bad. Receiving wise, Kelly led us in receptions. Wow. Handily too, by 12. Our leading touchdown getters was, of course, Omarion and McDoom, tied with 5 apiece. And then yards wise, you already know it was Latrell. But him, McDoom, Felix, St. Felix, Phillips, and Mathis, they're all out of here. This is it for them. We have a nice crop of young guys coming in, plus a couple of good young guys already on the squad. So receiving wise, I'm not worried whatsoever. We're probably good on recruiting receivers for quite some time. Offensive line, trash. Defensively, you know, Greer, wow, and Boyles, 1 and 2, literally separated by 1 tackle. That's funny, which unfortunately for Boyles was an assisted tackle, otherwise they'd be tied up. But total tackles, they're tied. DeQuan is actually tied up there with them, and then Travis is not too far behind. Tackles for loss is Vaughn. He's killing the rest of us. Sacks, you already know, is Vaughn. Boyles did have 4 sacks though. I respect it. And then picks, our 2 outside guys killed it. I had 2 picks with Travis. Daquan had those 2 picks that we spoke about earlier. Vincent, another senior who we're gonna be losing out on, had his 1 little pick. Boyles and Grizz both had a pick. That was our picks for the year. Did we get any touchdowns outside of the 1? I think we only had that 1 touchdown. Yeah, just the 1 defensive touchdown. Fumble recoveries and forced. Vaughn had 2 forced, 2 recovered. Eugene with 1. Taylor with 1 and 1. Herbie 1 and 1. And Greer with 1. That's gonna do it for our championship season. You already know, like all good things, it had to come to an end. And we're gonna get ready to start on next year. Let's get it. Yeah, that's why we got 5,000 bonus points so we can put into you guys. Because I need Schaefer and I want Ira. And AJ, I believe, is fast. So we have nobody leaving early. We already kind of knew that. Like I said, real life, it would have been Vaughn. But it's a game. And he's only 82 overall. So he's going to stay for another season. You think we got somebody drafted? I don't think so. But I'm going to check just in case. Nobody. Wow. We got to do better, guys. Any transfers? Nobody. So we have 1,500 points. I'll probably give him 8,000. And then work from there, see. Because we don't really need Kyle or Mike. The rest of these guys are just like, it'd be cool to have them. I said I wanted Tim. Oh, I didn't. I said I wanted Ira. And if I can steal Sean, that'd be nice too. I'm only gonna give Ira 2,000 though. Sean, I'll give another 2,000 too. Probably, I definitely should be giving Sean more, but we have DNs out the wazoo. I'm going to give 2,000 to Pat. I'm actually gonna give Pat 15 and then 15 to Cameron. Or maybe 500 to Cameron. If we get him, we get him. He's a JUCO guy. Both of these guys are JUCO guys, so I might just give Pat 1,000. Dante, I'll give 500 to. You never have too many quarterbacks. You know how injuries go. And then the rest, I really do want AJ. I'll give AJ 500. And then the rest I'm giving to Tim. And that's it. That's our recruiting. Whoever we sign, we sign. Whoever we don't get, we'll see y'all next year in the championship game if y'all can make it, because I know we good. Let's go ahead and see who we sign. So I should have went for the punter. I was thinking. We did get Sean. We missed out on Dante and Tim. We were able to get Ira, Pat, and we got Schaefer, the guy that we really wanted. So that's what's up. We got Cameron, Whoop-dee, and we missed out on AJ, who went to UCF. Oh, buddy, what you thinking? It is what it is. Let's see what our class grade was. 14th class in the nation. 2 5 stars, 6 4 stars, 4 3 stars, 4 2 stars. It's not bad, but definitely top class in our conference, so that's what's up, if that counts for anything for you guys. No, Army was top class in our conference. Wow. And then number 22 team in the nation. Meanwhile, we're number 1. Crazy. And we got another star prestige wise, so that's gonna help us out big time. See, are we changing anybody's position? Probably not. We have a lot of quarterbacks. 2 seniors though. Ooh, Javon. We'll wait till we get to the preseason before we figure out who's starting where and when. I'm loving this class right now. We will have to look for a new tight end though. That's without a doubt. But we have Holden, but still, we have to replace Chris. Offensive line, this is where it's gonna have to make some changes at. I don't know if Blanchard is gonna be our starting left tackle. It'll probably be one of these 2 guys. Ooh, it probably will be. No, I'm gonna go with. We'll see. Let's see what else we got. We have Dustin, who's gonna be my center. Al. Okay, so we're not that bad off. One of you guys is gonna move over to the other side. Let's see, you already know Jason Vaughn starting, senior captain. If he's not, he will be, should be. In our head, he is. And then eventually, I don't even think you're gonna take over for Jason, because agility and acceleration wise more so. You're not really there. It'll probably be Logan. So we're gonna move you to the right side for now, so you can take over curves. And we have to bring in some more DNs eventually. And I might redshirt them. We'll see. D tackle wise, thank goodness we were able to sign you, because I can't start Brad. Now, you know, we have Pat coming back, who I believe was a JUCO transfer. Yeah, last year. Our linebackers, we're pretty solid here. I don't know who I'm gonna start. Well, Harris is definitely starting that outside linebacker spot. I wonder, Doug, I'm gonna move you to the middle and start you over Brian. And then Harris will probably be the starter here. I'm liking it so far. Cornerback wise, you already know we're good. He'll probably end up playing the free safety for us again this season. And I believe, yeah, he's definitely gonna play a free safety. We're gonna need another, unless I'm gonna go with Keon, we're gonna need another strong safety. So who can I move over? I really don't think anybody. Oh no, it's Demetrius. Demetrius is gonna be playing our other safety position. And I like him. I mean, he's gonna be in the box for that agility. That 79 agility is not that bad, because he's technically a linebacker. He'll be lined up in one-on-one coverage every now and then, but that's not too bad. And we definitely should have signed the punter. Wow. And then my athletes, let's see, do we have anybody that can play safety? No. So you are either a running back or a wide receiver. Catching is amazing. Traffic, release. I think he's a wide receiver, truth be told. 79 trucking, elusiveness 85. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna put him at wide receiver. Back, he might be another wide receiver. Oh boy, I could put him at tight end. I might end up moving him to tight end later on in his career. But I think for now, we have to start him at wide receiver as well. Of course, he doesn't have his blocking stats up here. His release is decent. Catching decent. His speed is 90s, which is amazing. Acceleration 92. If we did put him at tight end, he'd be an animal. He definitely would be an animal. And his blocking is decent. I'm putting him at tight end. Mike Beck, you're playing tight end for us. That's gonna bring your overall all the way down, but I like what you bring to the table, truth be told. I'll start you at wide receiver. No, I'm gonna put you at tight end. I don't care. Ira, my dude, you are a wide receiver. Maybe, nah, we have enough corners. If you were playing strong safety, that would have moved you there, but your zone, your press, your catching's on point, your play recognition, that's why we can't put you out there. Your man, I kind of want to put you on defense. It's just your route running, your catch. You are a wide receiver. You might be a two-way player, truth be told. I think you're going to be a two-way player. That hit power is ugly, though. That hit power is very ugly. Because of that, put you at wide receiver. That's going to do it now for our position changes. Check out these training results, see how our boys did. Jordan Smith, +7. Okay, big dogs. Throw power was still a 79, but the accuracy went up a bit. That's what's up. McLeod only went up 3. Sorry, buddy. You're definitely not starting for us this year. Kelly Joyner +6 and Battle +6. Okay. Respect it. Y'all definitely did not want these young boys to come in and take y'all spots. Steve Mason, blah. Omarion, +5, +2 to your speed. You should be an animal. Acceleration +3, 99. Omarion's definitely going to be our leading receiver for next year. Loving his stats. Terrence Horn, I'm going to try to get some play too. He's only a 73 overall, but 99 acceleration, 96 speed. Chris Kelly, we have receivers for days. That much we know. Tight end wise, Holden, he made some decent strides this offseason, 75, and he will be our starter next year once he gets his junior year. But for now, it's still Chris. Offensive line wise, definitely made some strides, but for some reason, the offensive line's trash. Vaughn +5, they keep playing my boy. Only 5, he should back-to-back years with the Nagurski and the Lombardi, he should definitely got a +7, but we'll take it. Hopefully he can break his record of 19 sacks in a season. Garrett's primed and ready to take over for him next year. Kirby only a +4. Pat, that's a big +5 because we're gonna need that from him. He's gonna be our go-to D tackle for these next couple of years. Harris +6. Wow, 91 speed. He's gonna be a difference maker at that linebacker position for us because he's practically a safety. We probably could have moved him back to safety. Maybe next offseason we'll think about it. Yeah, I should have probably moved him to safety because his man and zone are decent and his hit power is off the charts. But we'll see. We'll see how he does at linebacker for us. Knox hit 90. Ballman pretty much hit 90, 89. Travis, 97 speed. Wow. Travis, yeah, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite players on the team, partly because I use him so much. And then as far as our strong safety goes, Quan 88, decent, respectable. And like we said, the second safety is probably gonna be Demetrius, who's up to 93 now. Overall, I like what we did. I like it a lot. I probably let Chris punt just cause 68, practically a 70, that's not bad. Overall, I'm loving it. Our team is definitely hit. We got hitters on the team. And we don't have to cut nobody. We had 3 open roster spots. So that's big. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this episode. Probably way longer than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. National champions. Don't forget, we are here. Now it's time to defend our championship. Next episode, we'll jump into the preseason, get all that out the way, and then we'll get into the next season. Try to get these back-to-back championships. Until then, y'all, video up above, playlist up above, subscribe button down below, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.